2026 NFL Draft is almost here, and the pressure is mounting for teams looking to reshape their rosters live from Pittsburgh. The Miami Dolphins are at the center of the conversation after a massive offseason fire sale stripped away stars like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. With new quarterback Malik Willis now leading the charge, all eyes are on how general manager John Eric Sullivan will use those premium picks to fill the void at wide receiver.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Staying with the Dolphins, the defensive side of the ball remains a major question mark for the front office. Analysts Ayrton Ostley and Jack McKessie are debating whether the team should use their capital to bolster the secondary with a versatile prospect like Downs, or continue the total rebuild by shopping their final remaining star players. The organization is at a critical crossroads, and every pick in this draft will define the trajectory of the Malik Willis era in Miami. The Las Vegas Raiders are preparing for a massive shakeup with their sights locked firmly on the quarterback position. All signs point to the selection of Fernando Mendoza, a passer praised for his precision and leadership, to serve as the long-term solution for new head coach Clint Kubiak. While veteran mentor Kirk Cousins is on board to guide the transition, rumors are still swirling about a potential trade involving star pass rusher Maxx Crosby to secure even more draft ammunition. Finally, the Minnesota Vikings have a glaring hole to fill at center following the retirement of Ryan Kelly. With Kyler Murray now in the fold at quarterback, the team is weighing defensive reinforcements like cornerback Delane to support Brian Flores, while simultaneously considering moving on from J.J. McCarthy to stockpile more picks. It is going to be an action-packed weekend of movement and potential blockbuster deals across the league, so stay locked in for all the updates. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a moment of the action. Picture this. It is April 23rd, the bright lights of Pittsburgh are shining, and the Miami Dolphins are essentially staring at a blank canvas. If you have been following the news, you know it has been a total fire sale in South Beach. With Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle gone, the offense looks like a completely different world with Malik Willis taking the reins. Seriously, is Malik Washington really your WR1? The front office clearly needs to make a splash, and they need to do it early. This draft isn't just about plugging holes, it is about finding a new identity. We are looking at a roster that has been stripped to the studs under new GM John Eric Sullivan. From Tua to Chubb, the stars have moved on, which leaves us with a massive question. Do they double down on this rebuild by trading away their last remaining star pieces to hoard even more picks? It is a bold strategy, but when you are at pick 11, you have options. Speaking of defense, the secondary is crying out for help. Some experts are pointing toward high-ceiling prospects like the versatile safety out of Ohio State to bring some stability to that unit. With picks like the 11th overall, and that extra first-rounder from the Broncos at 30, the Dolphins have the ammunition to jumpstart this era. They are sitting on a mountain of mid-round capital with 4 picks in the 3rd round alone. This is the moment to transform from a team in transition to a team with a future. I want to hear from you. Should they play it safe and draft playmakers, or pull the trigger on a blockbuster trade and go all in on the youth movement? Let me know your take in the comments below. Smash that like button, subscribe for more draft coverage, and remember, in the NFL, today's rebuilding project is tomorrow's championship contender. Ever wondered what it looks like when an NFL franchise hits the absolute reset button? Welcome to the new-look Miami Dolphins, where the dust is still settling from an off-season fire sale that would make any fantasy manager sweat. We are just days away from the 2026 NFL Draft in Pittsburgh, and for Miami, the mission is crystal clear. Find some weapons. With Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle long gone, the pressure is squarely on new quarterback Malik Willis, who is currently looking at a depth chart that lacks the star power we've grown accustomed to in South Beach. It is a bold, albeit risky, strategy to lean entirely on a rookie class to carry the passing game. But the overhaul doesn't stop at the offense. The defense is in dire need of a facelift after a mass exodus of talent, including Bradley Chubb and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Analysts like Ayrton Osley have pointed to versatile defensive backs as a potential turning point, suggesting that landing a playmaker who can stabilize the secondary is the only way to climb back toward a league-average unit. Meanwhile, others like Jack McKessie are arguing that if you are going to tear the house down, you might as well finish the job, suggesting the team should trade away their remaining veteran stars to stockpile even more draft capital. This draft is essentially the foundation for a total rebuild under GM John Eric Sullivan. Are we witnessing a genius masterclass in long-term cap management, or is this a complete nosedive? The path forward relies on hitting home runs in rounds 1 through 7. We want to hear from you. Should Miami play it safe, or keep trading away their last remaining veterans to fully commit to the youth movement? Drop a comment below and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our live draft coverage as these prospects turn into pros. Sometimes, you have to burn the house down to build a skyscraper, but in the NFL, that is a dangerous game to play. The NFL draft is officially on the horizon, and for the Las Vegas Raiders, Pittsburgh is about to become the epicenter of a massive franchise overhaul. Let's be honest. In a league defined by elite signal callers, the Raiders are staring down their most critical mission in years, finding their future at quarterback. The rumors are swirling and all signs point to one man, Fernando Mendoza. This isn't just speculation, it's a strategic necessity. Mendoza brings a level of precision and natural leadership that is hard to teach, and he is widely viewed as the cornerstone the organization is ready to build around. The plan: pair him with veteran Kirk Cousins. While Cousins is coming off a rough 2024 season marked by turnover issues, his familiarity with head coach Clint Kubiak from their Minnesota days makes him the perfect bridge mentor. It's a classic move. Veteran savvy meeting young, raw talent. But the draft isn't just about who walks through the door. It's about what you might have to leave behind. Whispers about Maxx Crosby's future simply won't go away. After that failed trade attempt with Baltimore, the front office is clearly evaluating every asset. If the price is right, trading a superstar like Crosby could provide the draft capital needed to fortify the rest of the roster around Mendoza. It's a ruthless gamble, but in the AFC West, you either go big or you go home. As we look at the board from round 1 through 7, the strategy is crystal clear. Clear the deck, bring in the new face of the franchise, and pray the foundation holds. Do you think the Raiders should risk trading a cornerstone like Crosby to fast-track their rebuild, or is keeping him non-negotiable? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss our deep dive into the draft results. Sometimes, to build a dynasty, you have to be willing to burn it all down first. The NFL draft is officially heading to Pittsburgh on April 23rd, and for the Minnesota Vikings, the stakes have never felt higher. While the rest of the league is still figuring out their identity, the Vikings have a massive hole to fill right in the heart of their offensive line. With veteran center Ryan Kelly hanging up his cleats this offseason, the hunt for his replacement is officially the team's top priority. It is not just about protection. It is about finding that anchor who can command the line and secure the snap for whoever is lining up under center. Speaking of the signal caller, the Kyler Murray era in Minnesota is officially underway, but the situation is undeniably crowded. With Carson Wentz brought in as depth and J.J. McCarthy's future suddenly looking like a giant question mark, don't be surprised if the Vikings decide to pull the plug and trade McCarthy away to stockpile even more draft capital. If you want to see how a team pivots, watch this front office. Defensively, the buzz is all about cornerbacks like Delane, who draft analysts are calling a day-one impact player. With Brian Flores looking to supercharge that secondary, snagging a prospect with that kind of length and technical polish could be the missing piece to Minnesota's defensive puzzle. Looking at the board, the Vikings hold the 18th overall pick in the first round, followed by a steady flow of selections throughout the weekend, including a compensatory pick at the end of the 3rd round. Whether they stay put at 18 or use their roster depth to maneuver, Minnesota is clearly looking for immediate contributors, not project players. Are the Vikings gearing up for a championship run or a total rebuild? Drop a comment below with your prediction for their first-round move, and be sure to hit that like button to stay updated as we approach draft day. This is going to be a weekend to remember.